I'm Seamus Watson. I'm a scientist in the food chemistry lab. I started at ESR 6 or 7 years ago as a technician, and our lab generally deals with identifying toxins and chemicals in foods, allergens too. And one of the big pieces of work that we do is food forensics, so that's looking for any of the wonderful things that end up in food that maybe shouldn't be there. It's also about identifying things that have gone wrong, the quality issues affecting food. So it might be food safety related, and it might be just authenticity or aesthetic issues that turn up in foods. We use all sorts of chemical analyses, lots of instrumental techniques, but also lots of physical techniques using microscopes, and that's the way we identify materials. Kind of the nature of things that I do is that we'll get a sample that's been contaminated in some way, we'll play around with it, identify what's wrong with it. In the case of the fly, the question will be, okay, what's the state of the fly? Is it desiccated? Has it been on a windowsill? Is it fresh? Has it come into the food in New Zealand, or was it from India, say, where the tea leaves might have been produced? So those are the kind of questions that get asked. It requires a little bit more than just some chemistry and biochemistry knowledge. It's about building experience. One of the really important things about our work is also working outside of our expertise area and building connections with other scientists. And it really helps us to provide a really solid opinion about the source of where the material has come from and how it's occurred in the food. And so using all of these techniques together and talking with other experts is how we can deliver for our clients some information about how the material has ended up in the food and how they might be able to solve the problem going forward. I'm surprised on a weekly basis by the things that turn up on my desk. So we might be looking for fecal material in animal feed one week. We might be looking for off flavours in soft drinks. We've even looked at things like weird substances that are on museum artefacts or mysterious fibres that are turning up from people's drinking water supplies. And it's about trying to work out what the consequences of those being there are, and also just providing clarity on how to solve the situation. The more knowledge we can gather about a sample, the better answer we can provide for our clients, and that'll help them to solve the issue they've got, whether it's with food safety or whether it's a quality issue in the food. Building those connections and learning new techniques with our instruments or even under a microscope, those are what's going to help us to move forward and deliver better results for our clients.